Alright guys, welcome back to war number 5. This is definitely my worst war of the season. So we start off, we've got an Elsa Bloodstone on hazard shift, so we've got Iceman for that, and this not a problem. Go in as usual, she's got suicides on, so it's perfect that we brought in Iceman, or else we would have taken a bunch of degen damage from anyone else we tried to bring in. So this works out perfectly for the first fight. We've also got a Warlock on the team, and Red Guardian makes his first appearance for me in Alliance War, and I'll show you that fight soon. So, the rest of this one, pretty straightforward. We've done this fight Elsa on hazard shift a bunch of times. Don't really have to worry about anything. Bait special ones, and attack back in. Not really a problem. Next fight is a Havok on hazard shift. So I've got Warlock, and again, I've got to play very passive during the incinerate phase and very aggressive during the poison phase. And I'm not the greatest at fighting Havok, but here I'm just going to try and bait his heavy attacks here and try and, even in the corner, try and bait these heavies. I get the first one okay, get clipped by the second one. Now we're in the poison phase, we intercept to get out of it, and now we just want to attack back in. Bait another heavy, go in, get as much damage as we can in, even throw that special one. Create some distance, because we're going back into the incinerate phase here. So again, getting backed up into the corner again, trying not to let him dance back if he wants to. Now we're back into the poison phase, get a nice intercept, and let's start doing some damage at least. Another intercept there, which is nice. Even the degens on the blocks there. Now again, stuck back into the corner. Bait the first heavy okay, bait that one okay, intercept with a special 2, like that one. Again, get some hits off during the poison phase. We're doing pretty good here so far. Again, bait those heavies. Intercept out of the corner with a special 1. So it's just a long fight here. It's hard to weave in the damage. Maybe if I would have saved up for special 3s or more special 2s, there's always a way to do it. But at the same time, I didn't want to get stuck in the corner the whole time there. Again, I get clipped by another heavy in the corner. There, I attack just to create some space, but I do take a little bit of incinerate damage there. Now we're back into poison, get a nice intercept again off the wall. And again, I'm using these specials just to create some spacing, because I know I don't have a lot of time to get the attacks off, and then I'm going to get stuck in this incinerate phase again. So Warlock definitely gets the job done here, but looking back, trying to think what would be my best option in terms of maybe building up more to special 2s or to special 3 just to get a little bit of health back and create a bit more distance might have been better, but hard to make those decisions when you're in it. So here I just want to get this done, so even though I'm taking that incinerate damage, I'm just going to attack in, even though it's the incinerate phase, because he's got 1% health left, and that's it. I don't think I really needed Warlock for anything else, so I wasn't too worried, but that was definitely a long one, and you can see the game is taking its time to load, and that's going to bite me in the ass later. So here I brought Red Guardian for this Dormammu on a window of opportunity stun, one eye open. Now here's the problem. If I take too many hits on the block, then my shield is going to get shattered, and if it shatters, it's going to stun the opponent, which on this node is going to reflect back onto me. Red Guardian works great against Dormammu because he doesn't get any debuffs. And of course there, he just moves so fast at that first backhand on his attack in, and I get these stupid instinctive parry where I'm trying to dash back and it counts it as a parry instead of a dash. So very, very frustrating. So I start off and I basically lose all my health, like a huge chunk of health there. I do have willpower on the main account, so I got a little bit back from that power lock. And now I go back into what I want to do for this fight, which is attack into his block, bait special ones, and then attack in. I don't want to take any hits on the block. I don't want to lose my, like my shield charges, because I don't want to accidentally stun him. So even though I get the slow is giving him willpower healing on the special ones, I just need to get damage done. And I figured anybody else that I was going to bring against this wasn't going to work out too well, because I'd definitely have to evade. So there, again, another accidental parry, but it happened to be during the stun timer. But his animations, I guess I haven't fought Dormammu at least this style in a long time. And I did practice a few times with Red Guardian, a couple duels. There I did trigger protection on that special too. So now I'm thinking, okay, I'm just going to continue with pushing into the block, do special ones, and I'll get him down slowly. But I got 3 minutes left, so I'm really not worried. I'm doing well health-wise. He's going to go down. So there, we're back into this rotation. And then right here, he throws a heavy, and my shield gets shattered. And I'm definitely trying to evade, but instead it gives me a block instead of a dash back, and it shattered my shield, which then stunned him, which then reflected back onto me. So very frustrating. Not happy with this at all, but it is what it is, and we'll learn for the next time. But it did work out pretty well. Now here's another working as intended. You can see that I go into this fight, I'm ready to go. I click on the button and the screen goes blank and it resets. So I go back in and I lose half my health. So right after I'm frustrated that I get hit with the unintentional parry or the unintentional block, however you want to call it, I'm clearly not trying to block there. I had my strategy planned out. Here I have to go back in, and what do you know? I lose half my health. So 2 stupid deaths in a matter of like 30 seconds is very frustrating. Now, this war was tight. These guys outplayed us, and kudos to them. They barely died at all. But still, unnecessary deaths are so frustrating. So we heal up. We go back in against this stealth suit Spider-Man on window of opportunity stun. Not too worried about this one. Do have to consider his evade, but Iceman's actually a pretty good counter if I can get off my special ones, put the cold snap on, and then I don't have to worry about it. Then he won't be able to evade. I do use the I did get a parry off there, but then messed up and took a special one. Now get back into a proper rotation of getting off my special one and taking advantage of the cold snap so that he can evade. And then using the window of opportunities, the stun timer is out there. So I only got the 1 hit off of that, and then go back in and parry and hit in, and then reapply the cold snap. So now even if I do parry here, I can get off a full combo. So again, when the timer's off, I'm just going to bait the special one. Can't evade if I hit into his block there, so I'm not too worried about that. So again, here, I'm just going to, because the stun timer's down, I'm going to go parry. There, get rid of his evade charge. I can attack back in, get off a special one, apply the cold snap, and I can attack in after this one, but I think I just let it go. Okay, so he dies there. Next, I bring in the junior account. I've got Cosmic Ghost Rider for this Killmonger, and I wish I had a Power Start one. It's much easier to do this one, because if I can get off a special one, then it allows me to parry him, and it's easier to get off the judgments. So here I'm going to try to get to as many judgments as I can and use the power gain one there at last. So it works. I get 3 judgments. That one gets me 4th, so I'm able to actually gain power that way. Now I'm able to get the incinerates from the special 1, get rid of the stunning reflection timer, and at least get off that 1 parry there. Now I'm going to try and do the same thing again. I had an invulnerability boost on and blew it right there, which is not really what I wanted to do. And for the most part, the fight worked okay. I've done this one last season a bunch of times, but I think at one point I pushed him to a special 1, and I'm hoping that he'll throw it and he backs me up into the corner. And evading Killmonger's heavy in the corner is giant pain. So here you can see that off the special 2. I'm feeling pretty good about this one. Like, it wasn't the greatest start, but it's working out okay. Now I probably should have pushed him to a special 2 there. I should have attacked in. Well, sorry, he had the special 2. And here I should have just tried to bait the heavy right there. Instead I backed up and I was too far, I was too close to the wall, messed up my spacing and take a heavy and I blow it. So I should have just baited the heavy right in the middle there. That would have been the best move there. Instead of backing up, messed up my spacing. We go back in and we finish it up. So, you know, at this point it's been a very frustrating war. Too many unnecessary deaths, but unfortunately we were going to lose this one anyway. But you know, you still want to at least learn from your experiences and improve for the next one. So there, get off the special 1, able to get off a parry there, bait the heavy there in the middle there, which I should have done the first time. Then we go back in, get off another special 1, get rid of the stunning reflection for a second, get off a parry, nice heavy, another parry, and finish him off. So I've done that one before. Here we had already done, there was only a little bit less than half of this MCOC. And last time, I remember trying this maybe once with Iceman in a previous war, I kind of sucked. I went in to duel him and practice my spacing here so that I could just bait his heavy over and over again. Practiced, you know, bait the heavy, 1 dash back with Iceman. He's got a long reach, and I can get that heavy counter in consistently. So, bait his special 1s. I think what I should have done is only done special 3s. A couple times I tried special 1s, and he auto-blocked them every time. I was feeling pretty good about this so far. I'm not losing too much health on the blocks, and I was able to get in a couple intercepts, and mainly just, you know, maybe even use my special 1 there just to create a little bit of spacing, hit into his block. I don't want to get pushed up against the wall, but keep baiting his heavies, countering with my own, and it's working out completely fine here. So I feel pretty confident about that at this point, at least to get the, you know, to finish him off. Again, so I'm feeling pretty confident with this timing. It's working out pretty much every time so far, until right at the end, where of course stuff decides not to go my way, which has been pretty much this entire war. Where I think I'm getting something going, and it takes a turn. So that's frustrating. So there, a little intercept. I think at this point I'm like, okay, let me just get to a special 3. I'll at least apply the cold snap there. Now what I should have done is I should have attacked in after that, because with the cold snap, he shouldn't be able to auto block me. But I stick with what I've been doing. You know, and sometimes you don't notice these things till afterwards. But there, a couple intercepts, hit into his block just to create the spacing, bait another heavy. That one's still working. Again, should have probably saved up the specials, but instead just used it for spacing. And that one, I do the same thing, but I get clipped by his heavy there. I go back in. Okay, this one works. dash back. Nope, that one decides not to work again. And then I go in and he intercepts me. So it worked great up until the very end. So it was a pretty good strategy. I was pretty happy with it. And then it just went out the window. So go back in and finish it off. Salvage the attack bonus that was still left. And then unfortunately I brought Void for the boss fight. And something happened with my phone. I lost the whole fight, except for the very end. I did screw up halfway through the, or like most of the way through the first fight, and all I had left was this little bit at the end here. So 1 death against the boss. So pretty terrible in terms of deaths this war. But not easy fights, but no excuses. Next time, hopefully we do a better job, and good luck to everyone else, and we'll see you in the next one.